Good evening, everyone. It is I, Eibbor Nanahcub. Okay, stung a little bit, not that bad. Whew. And welcome back to another very special video. That's right, we're back here yet again, but today is a special day in general because we have not only the celebration of Mashiro's birthday, so happy birthday to Mashiro, but we also have the final birthday for the 35 girls and the final 5 best reasons video. It's been a long ride. We're finally at the end, so let's talk about the 5 best reasons why Mashiro should be your best girl. Starting off with number 5, costumes. All right, we are back. We are back with our final take, and we're always gonna be. We opened it with the costumes being at 5, the basis that holds up the pillars of amazement, always being the bottom rung, and the base floor, the monument being costumes. Because costumes are always, like I always said, always kind of the bottom rung, unless you're literally the person that designs it, might get a little bit of a higher bop. But again, the costumes for Morphonica are awesome. Like, end of story. Again, Mashiro's Girls Band Life Plus, her outfit for that is literally like one of my favorites. Like, Mashiro has such amazing, she's such a photogenic kind of character. They all really are, but Mashiro with the pure white hair, and just she just has this look of this otherworldly kind of look, if you get what I'm saying. Like, it's not like it's hard to explain, but she has this not ghoulish but ethereal kind of vibe. That's what I'm looking for, and it's really cool. And the costumes that Morphonica goes with being all kind of real, kind of more serious sides of thing. What was it? It was the Midnight Gallery Gotcha, I think, another one that was really cool. Like the super dark, kind of spooky kind of vibe, but with the dark purples, with Mashiro's with the white hair, it pops for her. It is insane. I love it. Mashiro's hair is just the pure whiteness is it's pure anime. I am an anime pro tag. What do you want to say about it? It's just Kasumi over here with her normal just brown hair. Oh yeah, Kasumi's your favorite little lovable character, and you got Mashiro stepping. It's whoa, did the anime protagonist just step into the picture? But no, she can't overthrow Kasumi, and she ain't gonna overthrow Kasumi. Kasumi got her started into the wonderful world of music, and she's gonna follow behind Kasumi the whole way. I'm getting off track. Morphonica has amazing costumes, but let's move on to our next one. Number 4, lyricism. All right, now, what is this? I know what some of you are thinking. Eibbor, what the heck's going on? We got ourselves a new topic? You're darn right we do. Final video of all the 5 best girls videos, and we got a brand new topic because Mashiro is a very imaginative, what's the word I'm looking for? I would say dreamer, I guess you could say, but she is always kind of in her headspace. She's always kind of imagining things, daydreaming, and puts these wonderful scenarios she finds herself in her mind into her songs. Again, Mashiro writes the lyrics for all Morphonica stuff, and it's something that they all hold her to a standard for. Again, there's reasons everybody what event was it? There was one event where they're all trying to help her write lyrics or stuff, because Mashiro has this wonderful, just fantastical lyric setup, and just this mind space she can go to that gives her wonderful ideas for lyrics. And again, Morphonica's songs are always just this fantastical setup, which is really helped played up by Rui's violin, giving it a different vibe entirely. Hence why Rui and Mashiro being a good, two pillars of Morphonica, being a really good tie. It's really nice. They tie together personality-wise and also musicality-wise. I almost said musically-wise. I'm that's not the right statement. But yeah, it's definitely an interesting thing, and it's definitely a good thing too. Again, being able to have interesting and engaging lyrics is a crucial point of music. It's you're not gonna listen to a song that's the same thing you've heard over and over and over and over again, people talking about. Everybody makes the joke about For example, like metalcore bands back in like the early 2000s, like everything is pain. Like everybody's heard the same song about the same breakup, about the same tough times. Like, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that, but being able to have like fresh lyrics that no one's really like experienced or expressed is always going to be a big bonus. So Mashiro's got a win there in her book. But yeah, let's head on over to our next one with number 3. Singing voice. All right, back to familiar beats. We are back on the track with a very interesting topic though, because Mashiro's singing voice is something that I remember when we first got Morphonica over here, a lot of people were kind of on. And it was like, I don't know, she's not that great, but hey, she has improved greatly. It is impressive how much and how far she's come as a vocalist. It is unbelievable. Because again, that was like, I think that's like the whole play of Morphonica, is the fact that, again, they're still all kind of like new to this. Rui is the only one who's really had any experience in like music before. There's always been like dabbles with it. I think Sakushi played drums beforehand, I think. But again, it's brand new to all of them. And it's like, it's obvious that they're not going to be like straight out of the gate knowing exactly what they're going to be doing. And again, it also has a real life tie because Emane Shindo, Mashiro's vocalist, Seiyu, or voice actor, I think she was only like 16 when she took the job as Mashiro. And I think she was still kind of working on her voice. So it was as much a journey for Mashiro as it was for her. So which is really, really cool. It's cool to kind of see like a real life comparison to the two. It gives it like an extra tie to her character. It's really nice. I like it. And but that aside, the improvement factor aside, Mashiro is an amazing singer. I love her voice because it's like a good tie between Aya and Yukina, because she has the kind of tonality, the presence of Aya's singing voice, but more or less on the power side like Yukina has. Not to the degree that Yukina has it, but she's more pronounced, so it fits her music a lot more. Like I can totally see Mashiro doing like a duet with Aya, and it'd be like, which one's singing? I can't tell. One's kind of louder than the other. One's a little bit more pronounced than the other one. That's all I can tell. But no, yeah, Mashiro's singing voice is fantastic. I love it, and again, I love the fact that we've had this progression with it, and everybody's come around being like, okay, never mind, protect Mashiro. Mashiro is adorable. Protect. Same with her Seiyu. I know everybody was like on that train, like, hey, don't be hating over here. She's still learning. Don't you be on the negative train. We don't do that over here. But moving on into our next one, number 2, personality. All right, now we're down to our penultimate, our second to last, the personality of everybody. Because usually personality is the top one, unless it's kind of like a meh character. But again, personality is going to be up there because again, this game is about like watching the girls go through real life scenarios as well as making music with their friends. And Mashiro had an interesting little like turn of events, not turn of events, but like a progression, I should say. Because Mashiro is a person, like I said, she's a dreamer. She's very in her head a lot of the time. She's very like just calculating in her head all the time. Just this fantastical dreamer and makes like escapes for herself. But on the outside, she's very awkward. She's very socially kind of like reclusive. And not the fact that like she's afraid of people, it's just she doesn't want to come off as weird. And that leads her like in the first band story. Whenever she starts getting put down, like her when she goes in the negative, like she gets very negative and started blaming everyone else in the band about things that were going wrong and just blows up on everybody. And we haven't seen anything really like that. Of course, we had Rosalia's like Sayo and Yukina being extremely like setting standards and holding them to that, but no one really being like outwardly just like negative. I guess you can say some in RAS was in that, but like, you know what I mean? Like, Mashiro was like an interesting take because we never really seen anybody coming at like and attacking people like that. Not attacking, but Mashiro wasn't being the kindest in the very first band story, but it was because she has some confidence problems in the beginning, but she's slowly building up on that. I'm glad to see that too, because again, Mashiro is just a bumbling little, not bumbling, she just has trouble getting her words out sometimes. It just becomes just fumbles words together so frequently, but it's okay. No worries with that. But yeah, it's just nice to see that Mashiro is like gone from this very like reclusive, kind of like to herself kind of person who lives in her head a little bit, to this more outgoing, confident kind of person who's got a lot of friends she knows she can depend on now. Because that's nice to see. Because again, it's mainly the fact that she's from doubting herself to being more welcoming and accepting with herself. And that's great to see. But moving on into our last one here. And number one. All right. I touched on it a little bit with the personality, but there's one thing that I always notice about Mashiro. And this may sound a little bit kind of like a cop-out, because you guys maybe notice it. But Mashiro just like, whenever she comes into a situation that she's uncomfortable with or is new to, she just goes, okay, time to become bumbling, reclusive, and quiet. Because my perfect example of this, Mashiro goes into like extreme shy mode. Like Rinko has like, she's not like socially out there, but she is definitely wants to be away from people. She is not a people person, really. She's like, no. But Mashiro's just like, I'm out here with everybody, but I'm just not gonna talk to anybody. But yeah, Mashiro, my favorite example of it is whenever we had like the first event with Morphonica that was like a mixing of everybody. It's whenever, oh gosh, what's the event called? Oh, I can't remember. It's whenever all the bands were having a picnic together. And Mashiro goes and sees Yukina and Ran. And Rand's over there being like, ha, look, Yukina, you've spooked her with your serious aura. And just in Mashiro's head, it's like, painted hair. She must be a delinquent. That killed me. I'm like, yeah, that's a good point. Why does Rand have like painted hair? I thought it was like a really big no-no in the school systems over there. So just seeing that and having Mashiro where she's not worried about Yukina, even though Yukina has her serious, like, very pressing kind of aura because of who she is. It just sees the little streak of red and is like, she must be a delinquent. That and just all the, like, her interactions with everybody. It's always been kind of like just a little bit of like a touch and go kind of thing. It's always nice to see Mashiro just trying to get through the situation, and eventually when everything's turn all right, she's like, oh, I was just overreacting. But it's still funny to see that sometimes. It just puts her in some situations that are just like, yeah, I could have been handled better. I don't know. But yeah, I think that'll do it for our last 5 best reasons video. It has been a long route for sure. Again, like, we started this, like, again, it was Kaoru's birthday last year, I think it was last year. I can't remember, again, I'll have to look, but yeah, this has been a long time coming, and I've had a fun time doing it. But I will say, these are probably some of the, not toughest videos to put together, but some of the most longest ones I have to put together, because of all the editing I have to do. And some of you may be thinking, like, Eibbor, you do, like, a lot of minimalistic stuff. Like, yeah, but I'm not the most well-versed in editing. But yeah, again, I really appreciate this series, because we get to go back and talk about some of our favorite characters and talk about their traits that we all enjoy. And maybe if you didn't like this character, maybe it opened your eyes on a few of them. Maybe you became a stan of somebody else you weren't really a fan of. Again, that's what I tried to aim for. It's kind of like an introduction to characters, if you will. Because I remember a lot of people when I first started Bang Dream were like, a lot of people did not like Kaoru. And I was like, but she's the best girl though. And I can understand why. She comes off kind of like a little arrogant, a little pompous, but hey, it comes from a good place. She's not just doing that to do that and be an arrogant person. That's who she is. Here I am talking about Kaoru and Mashiro's brother. I keep trying to say Mashiro. I'm going super southern and say Mashiro, but I'm sorry. But yeah, once again, happy birthday to Mashiro, our wonderful vocalist for Morphonica, and our last birthday girl of the series. What a good way to end it, too. Again, I gotta say, I know this video's gonna drag on long, but I want to talk about it, dude, because this is a big moment. But having Mashiro be like the ending of all this is kind of really symbolic, too. Because again, she kind of signals the second start of the girls band stuff. Because she's the one that Kasumi, like, urged on, like, please, try this. Give it a shot. Find some friends and give this a shot. You will see how much fun you can have whenever we do this kind of thing. You can have this much fun, too. And it worked. We have literally Morphonica coming through and RAS also on the way. Because Raka and Mashiro are the two buddies who are under, like, Kasumi's basically her apprentices, if you want to put it that way. I love that. It's great to see. It's like a second coming. And it's nice to see. Because Bang Dream, we're on, like, what, year 6 now. Good lord. And I think this channel's like year 3 or 4, maybe. We've been at this for a long time. But time to close the book on this chapter of the channel. So 5 best reasons. This will be the last one, and it's sad to say, but at least we had a good time, and we can always go back and check some more. But once again, happy birthday to Mashiro, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I know I sure did. And until next time, guys, I'll see ya.